All right, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be a reading for May 24th, 2024. Hope everybody is well. All right. Okay, let me check for audio real quick, please, because I don't have anybody in the chat yet to tell me. So let me see. Um, Testing. All right. Okay, so in the pre-shuffle you had, now we haven't seen this card in a very long time. The Shaman, Ancient Healing Wisdom. And then I stopped shuffling and the Soul card was at the top of the deck. Oh, look at there. Love. So, practicing good soul care. The quality of your outer life is always dependent on the quality of care you give to your own soul, right? To share your heart, to love another is the ultimate expression of grace, and somebody is getting a wake-up call. Now, y'all know, anytime I see this card, and you do see the moon there in the background, beware of any tsunamis that can be taking place. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Okay, so if any tsunamis are happening, then it must be another earthquake that is coming. Okay, make sure you always have some type of escape plan. Pay attention to your weather, or people who you depend on to give you your weather. But I do see an earthquake and possibly a tsunami. Okay, this is why I really didn't want to come on today. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle, and y'all know I haven't used this deck in a minute because we've been using a lot of the new decks that one of my subscribers and my moderators had sent me. She sent me like 47, 48 decks, and we just been using those. Look at there. It came back out anyway and back at the top. Okay. Just when I thought I was just coming on here to do something short and easy. I say that all the time, don't I? And it's never short and easy. Now, this can be complicated or it can be very easy. Somebody is in love, but they don't want to recognize it. They don't want to do it. They don't want to feel it. But they will, or is going to continue to get a wake-up call. Now, with the healing here, shaman, I hope it's not regarding a health scare, where this person can come into a realization of how they feel and understanding that life is short. So why not love? Why not be in love? That it actually would help to heal their soul. Love always will heal a person's soul, whether they know it or not, right? Mm-hmm. Now, this also can be for some of you, you're going through a sense of healing. Like I say, this can go way deep and it can be very short. Far as, some of you can already be in a situation, a love relationship, even a marriage, or living with somebody. And right now you're wanting to go more in a hermit mode, a healing stage, because you're realizing your outer care is very important, or as important, or even more important as your inner care. Okay, people can be as fancy as they want. They can have on the best clothes and the best surroundings, driving the fanciest car. but their insides are bullcrap. Mm. And it all can stem from how they love their self or how they can be first house. How they can be dependent on somebody else loving them. First house is Aries energy. What do I always tell you about that? I tell you to remember it like this: me, myself, and I. Okay. Um, some of I that's one of my things that I do love about shout out. Not shout out, but one thing I do love about Beyonce. I don't really listen to her latest music, but all of her earlier old school albums, especially the album with the song Me, Myself, and I. Some of you may need to go and listen to the lyrics. Sometimes I channel her music, but y'all know I don't really channel music too much, too often. I would like to start, but that's just not my forte. Every now and then I get some channeled music. Um, but as an artist, she's cool or whatever, but I prefer her older music than now. But all of us change. All of us change. So as we do change in different sets of wisdom, so will people's artistry and their expressions, right? Same with you. A lot of you are getting wiser, has gotten many wake up calls when it comes to love, how you love yourself, how you're not loving yourself by allowing for some of you to keep going or allowing yourself to go through stuff that's unnecessary, all for the name of love. Actually, I believe love is an action, it's not an emotion. But a lot of people tend to connect it as an emotion than as maybe a physical attribute and or a action. But that's my perspective and my perception on it. Maybe I'm wrong. Um, but you do have first house Aries here. Now, what is in Aries? And for the people who do not know, I do Vedic sidereal, not Western astronomy or astrology. I just don't do Western anymore. Um, because the alignment for them and how they align the energy and the planets and us as spiritual beings is all out of order. Okay, I don't do the Roman calendar or whatever no more. Hey, Amanda, hi boo. Hi Pooh, what you doing, girl? Um, you okay? You did. Y'all know sometimes I usually don't do titles, but I just get straight to the reading. But today I put the title out. So first house is again your personality, your persona. Um, I was going to say perspective, but I don't know what that would have to do. Maybe for some of you, your own perspective of your own self. Maybe that needs to change or go more toward inner for yourself. Okay, how you feel about yourself, how you look at yourself, um, how and what you exude. First house is also your soul, your soul, your spirit, right? Everything that is first house is you. How you look, not how people see you. That's second house of Taurus, but how you physically look as a body, as a shell, as a soul, right? The inside and out, like the card said, your inner and your outer, your personality, your persona, um, all of that is you, a physical body, physical. So, for some of you, this can be some healing that you need to do. And maybe some of you need to make an appointment with your doctor and get a physical checkup. Make sure everything is okay. Some of you, this may be immediately. or this needs to be a change about you, yourself, and I. Okay, immediately. Mhm. Loving yourself immediately. Now, this also can be about addictions, so that can be toward anything that's an addiction. Uh, Love also can be an addiction, I'm hearing. That's what they're saying. And other, like drinking, smoking, your intake of different foods and medicines, whatever it is, far as an addiction. Not paying attention to yourself, not taking care of yourself, also can be an addiction. A lot of people around this world put other people first. Now, I ain't talking about the chilling, okay? But even them, if some of them old enough, they can wait. They'll be all right. Hmm. They can wait a couple of hours. They can wait a day, especially if your household is good. Um, hey, CVH, I'm glad you came back. Especially if they good. If you know that you're really a good parent. Um, hey, Reese, then your children can wait. Them children can wait. Now, I ain't talking about no infant, okay, or no babies. I'm talking about any child that it is least 6 and up. They all right. Get them a coloring book, you know, get their creativity and their mind going. Get them some things that they can be active with, some old school stuff. Don't give them a cell phone and no gaming system. Give them something to do that will help to activate their mind. Teach them about their chakras. Do something as a sense of wisdom. But they'll be all right, okay? Take time out for yourself. Ninth house came out. Look at all this. Spiritual values. Um, Now, the full moon on the 23rd was actually in Scorpio. I think Western astrology said Sagittarius, so that's a huge difference. Mhm. That's a huge difference. Ninth house of Sagittarius is a spiritual house. Eighth house of Scorpio is a transformation house here, where somebody also can be learning that they're sick. It don't have to be them necessarily, but can be somebody in their family, can be you. Okay, also learning that somebody may be ill, somebody that you love, a family member, maybe a spouse or somebody you're living with, even a child. Okay, some type of health scare or illness. All right. And the reason I say that because Scorpio eighth house is about secrets. So something here, according to a wake up call, the full moon that you see on the card, somebody is having or getting a transformation about their feelings and emotions. You said I had to stop that. Yeah, I learned that, I guess, really more. I put it more in effect about 8, 9 years ago. Did I really stop putting a lot of more people first? I didn't really do it too much, but even the much that I was doing, I don't stop that. Hmm. And plus, my kids are way older now than they were. But yeah. And thank you, Miss Hawkins, Miss Amanda. I appreciate it. What was I saying? Oh, eighth house of Scorpio is about a transformation. I tell you all the time. So a full moon, our feelings and emotions. Okay, that's what the full moons represent. What did I always? Two things. Remember, I tell you, talk about more pressing problems at the beginning of each month. Okay, when you try and do things and talk about relationship issues and all that stuff there around toward the end of the month, it can be fights and arguments because it is a full moon, waxing and waning. Okay, I tell you, a lot of people has been holding or hindering how they really feel, and also actually their reactions. First house of Aries, of how they feel, whether it's good or bad, but they're holding their reaction because they're holding back their feeling and emotion. Now, when you reference a full moon, especially in a water sign of Scorpio, there's a transformation, there's a transition of how somebody's feeling, whether it's you or the other person. Now, one person can be having a sense of transition, transformation, where I don't want to do this no more. Wake up call. Where that the other person can be getting a wake up call of a transition or transformation, where that I'm coming into a realization that I actually do want this and that I do love this person. Okay, now that same reflection, like I just said, can be even toward this right here, a sense of healing that I need to take care of my inside, first house, as much as I clean my house, get my car washed, get it vacuumed, I park my car in car spaces way away from everybody because I don't want no scratches on it. Okay, but do you do all that for yourself and your body? I'll wait. A lot of people take care more of their clothes, their hair, getting their nails done, and all this stuff here than the health of their soul and their physical body. You buy the best washing powder and make your clothes smell good, but are you taking care of yourself? So that can be a realization. And your surroundings, right? Eighth house of Scorpio is also secrets, like I said, gossip, something that was already not stable, whether it's somebody's health, feelings, emotions, reflecting back to a full moon. Okay. Um, a sudden shift, a shock, something that comes out of nowhere, which can be, again, somebody speaking about their feelings and emotions or continuing to hide it. But if they're continuing to hide it, the eighth house of Scorpio would not allow it to continue. If it does continue and make it to the 12th house of Pisces, it's going to end, period. Okay? So in other words, it was also some time before this got to an eighth house of Scorpio energy to be talked about, worked on, and fixed, and to be healed. Okay? But for some of you, it wasn't. Now, it may not be due to all of your part, but it could be the lack of reciprocation from the other person. True. All or nothing. Something you need to know or something you will find out will come out. So I'll just show you. Look good there. Y'all seen me shuffle and put this deck down, and I didn't touch it. Scorpio. Who you are, your desires, your actions. Doing it on your own, the way you project yourself, and immediately. I'm telling you, 11th house of, who's that? Aquarius, right there. So we got Scorpio. Hey, Miss Linda. Extraordinary power of prayer, the highest and the lowest. Now, only you would know if you're at your lowest point or if you're at your highest point right now. That's going to be different for everybody. Getting control of the situation. Getting control of the situation is going to be this wake-up call. And like I said already, right, it could be more serious or less serious. It's going to depend on you personally and your situation. Purification to resurrect, secrets, like I said, and results from the power of. Then we go to ninth house, long range thinking, traveling. Some of y'all can be thinking about traveling a long distance. Anytime you're talking about ninth house of Sagittarius, you're talking about long distance. Okay, at least maybe over 4 hours away. It could be 3, even 2, but mostly 2 and over. Okay, like long distance can be also world travel. What is to be shared? Somebody here is needing to either share wisdom as a sense of healing, which can be through words or through more love. Okay, hold on. Don't throw the don't throw nothing at the TV. Okay. Doing it in a big way, and the philosophies and laws that can be involved, and all there is, how something came from nothing, right? Like a phoenix rising. And the reason I said some things can be fixed with more love, some of you may be like, look, I don't have no more love to give. Like, I've done all that I needed to do. I've been loving and loving and loving this person, and enough is enough, right? But like I said, all of this may not have to be on you. It could be the energy of the people or person that is around you right now that is having this wake up call. Let's go ahead and put these out. And when I was shuffling these, I kept seeing a lot of red. I kept seeing the red no card. It was another red card in there. I kept seeing, I'm like, why I keep seeing all this red? Cutting the deck, 2 of Cups to the 5 of Wands. Conflicts, fights, arguments. Now, this doesn't have to be overnight. We know that things that happen on the end of a full moon carries over until the next full moon. You understand? So this will be the feelings and emotions of your situation right now, either all of you or all of this other person, and or a combination of both, up until the next full moon. Now, I don't know when that is. I ain't looked that up because I didn't know all this was coming out. Okay. I just get in front of my little camera here, and I just say, I'm just a mediator. I'm just an interpreter. I wasn't going to actually come on, but I started to come on as soon as I got home from work, but then I took rest. I sat my ass down somewhere and took some rest. Okay. Then, bam. Then I said, let me get up. Because some people, may be dependent on some extra advice to go with their own insight and wisdom. That's what I'm here for. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody here, their ancestor, where's the ancestor? Somebody ancestor here is trying to get this person to wake up, to pay attention, and to listen. Probably your person is, they could be intuitive, but they could be very hard-headed, stubborn, does not know anything probably about esoterics. Thank you, moderator, and also my loyal subscriber. Now we have an ancestor deck here. One of many, but this is the closest. This is the closest one that's in front of me. The only reason I'm pulling these out is because we have the shaman. Now, I know that I have that in my ancestor. I got to. just by what I do here. And then my father, original mother, because he ended up being adopted after my grandparents passed away. My grandmother, she was, I believe it was Sequoia, but I've been trying to really research the tribal, okay, and the ancients of the ancestors that was up north around that area of Detroit, Michigan, Ohio, and Illinois, of what my dad's mother was. But she had hair, because I had a black and white picture of her. She had hair all the way down to the back of her knees. And she was about the color of this person's back. But she looked it like this. And a lot of you don't know, but I actually got naturally curly hair. I don't wear my hair out. Um, but yeah, I've been really trying to dig a lot more into my ancestry of who my grandmother actually was. But I was told intuitively that it was Sequoia, but I don't believe it was. I believe it's another tribal and generation that was up there during that time period of the um, late 1900s into 1800s, around the Illinois, Detroit, Michigan, because my father is from Detroit, where he was. That's where he was born. But my grandparents, uh, they were natives from that area and surrounding. hmm And then my father was a little lighter than this, and he had freckles and naturally curly hair. The picture I do have of my grandfather, he was either he was white or either he was very light skinned. And I know a lot of people around that time period was very fair in nature if they were, um, people of color, indigo. But I really think my father was more mixed with Indian and probably, I'm not quite sure, because my hair texture is naturally curly, but I'm this dark. But neither here or there. I don't know why I'm talking about this. So some of you, it can, because First House is here. So I don't know why now I'm rambling. Y'all know I don't ramble. So now I am rambling because I don't know why all of a sudden I started talking about that. So some of you may need to get a wake up call or do some research, or something going to come out in the family about who your heritage is. That's the only thing I can get from there, Pooh. Okay. Because it's show coming out, and I don't know why all of a sudden I'm talking about that. Um, but I do know ninth house of Sagittarius is spiritually being guided. Some of you may be starting to study religion more. Also, can be ancestry with the shaman up there. Some of you can be studying ancient religion or healing practices. You could be more into relics or ancient relics, you know, about where they're found, where mounds are being found. Stuff like that can be starting to be very interesting to you. And it's becoming interesting more to you for a reason. hmm So it can be, some of you may be spiritually being guided to find out who your tribe is. Now, everybody who is my moderator and click on my videos and is a subscriber to my channel, y'all are my tribe here. But through ancestry and family, some of you need to do some research here. I don't know why, maybe it'll come out. Okay. All right, now that I got that out, let's keep going. Ace of Pentacles. New opportunity. It's going to be a yes. Down payment for something. Transition, transformation. 8th house of Scorpio in your money for the better. Okay. Applicant. I don't see the Ace of Swords yet, but still, with an Ace of Pentacles, opportunity that you have been working on, applied for most of you is going to be a yes here. This also can be a marriage proposal. It can be a wedding. It also can be yes on an application or a move. But something here is being offered or will be offered to you. Now, a lot of you may not feel that an Ace of Pentacles is an offering for you to move on out of a relationship, but it is. It's giving you a golden opportunity for a time period coming up for you to heal yourself, accept the wisdom, okay, and see the opportunity for some of you to leave a situation. That could be a relationship, a job, a community, whatever the case may be. It's being handed to you, okay? And it's up to you to walk through the door down there. Now, you will see mountains in the distance once you go through the archway. Of course, that's going to be the rest of your life, which is not going to be, you know, all roses. It will be some troubling times and conflicts and stuff that you're going to still have to, you know, get through and get over. But just like you've been doing it, you know, you're going to be able to get through those mountains that's still through this archway. But whatever this Ace of Pentacles is for a reason that is being given to you. And for the people who ignore it, don't see it, or don't take up on it, you're going to miss that wake up call. What popped out? Divine masculine, him. You said rambling equal channeling. Sometimes, very rarely, I ramble. But I was rambling. Well, not really. Okay. So a divine masculine energy, and you know divine feminines, you also can be masculine. We both have both in all of us, right? First house. You're a girly girl for some of you, but you can go toe to toe if you need to. Let that masculine come out. I'm just playing. Light. Somebody want to offer something. I don't know if you're gonna accept it. Somebody want to heal this, okay, with some type of proposal in some type of way. They want to make the situation light. It also can be the conversation. They want to try and heal this by doing something right. Now, y'all may not just caught that, but I see it. Because I was just asking myself, why did they make the masculine card dark? Right? And then you had the light to come out. Yin and yang. Because that's the only thing that can be black and white. Because I was like, you can't see him. The card is black. I don't know what reason the artistry or the creator of the deck did that. But you see how, though the message is coming through, I see it. The yin and the yang. Black and white. Him and her. It still can be same sex. Whatever you like, I love it. Okay. I'm not here to get into all that and judge nobody. Whatever you want, go after it. The divine masculine wants to make some type of commitment for some of you, make things lighter, you know. They could be very full of their emotions. Let me go ahead and get what the ancestors has to say before we put the rest of the tarot down. These cards are still so brand new, so I hope they'll give us the correct, well, not hope. Whatever comes out, we'll do with it, but they're still kind of stuck together. I may have to hand pull. Oh, okay. Period. Earth magic, nature, rituals, and what is that? Charms. Okay, I've talked to y'all before about what earth magic is, right? Because actually it's in this deck, earth magic. I think it's got like a little fairy on it or something like that. Not quite sure. I'm gonna put that to the side because I may need to pull one for the divine feminine, because this is what is coming across as she here with her back. I'm getting vulnerable, a thing of sense of vulnerability. Somebody could have hurt you due to the level of vulnerability that you have been doing, showing, giving, first house, and they have not healed the situation, or lack of appreciation due to the level of vulnerability I'm feeling that y'all have been giving instead of showing. Now, this still can be with somebody new that you have met, and no opportunity or no type of commitment or next stage or level has been done or shown. But I'm getting you still been kind of like showing up. You still have been the light for into this masculine energy. So now it's kind of like first house is saying it's time for you kind of to retract back. Because as an empress, you don't go over that. Empresses don't chase. You sit and receive because you are the light. Getting back into nature, getting into nature, going to nature can be with this traveling card here. You know, um, I'm hearing mud bath. There's a great sense of grounding. I knew it was going to come back out. This is what I was talking about. Somebody about, oh my goodness, Mercury. Somebody here is still fighting against being the one or accepting that you are still the one or you are the one. Now, that can go both ways. Are you still the one for this person, or do they feel that you are the one or still the one for them? Because somebody here is fighting to still have this Ace of Pentacles in their life, which can be your relationship, your living situation. Or somebody here is having an internal conflict about stop putting so much light toward a situation and or person and to start seeing more about yourself. Because the Five of Wands is going to be either inner or outer. And what did the Soul card says? It said stop paying attention too much to your outer life and start paying attention to your inner self. So some of you can be questioning yourself like, hey, hey, do you want to keep having or going through an internal conflict about this situation and or person? This could be anything. Staying at a job, switching jobs, going back and forth within. Okay, do you want to travel? Do you want to go out of town? like I said, it could be more serious for some, and it can be less serious for some. It's going to be different for everybody. Now, somebody here also can be having some outside conflicts where they got people all up in their business. They still got conflicts and issues with people outside of both of you, like family members, people in their community, exes, stuff like that, okay, where they don't know how to let that stuff go and tell people to fuck off so that they can be this Ace of Pentacles for you and give you the light. You know what I mean? And be this masculine energy. Now, because we are kind of still talking about the moon is a form of, it can be cash, but more of your liquid credit. So some of you, you may be having to fight some inquiries or something like that on your credit score to get some things off, or also you are having some conflict right now about your money fluctuation, trying to pay off these not debit, but credit cards. Okay. Two of Swords. Back to a mental choice. I really feel that is that Saturn energy. Saturn will be going retrograde in Aquarius, or is in Aquarius. It will be going retrograde June the 30th. So we're about to be out of May, going into June. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Because a choice for some of you can be made, whether it's you making one for yourself, because you're going to stop fighting yourself. If you're fighting other situations or other people, that's going to go away, or it's going to lighten up the light. And by then, some of you will have made a wake-up call or some type of decision. That also could be your person. There it go. Again, like I just said, somebody sitting on a cement bench, not budging until they finally make up their mind to take action. Ace of Wands. Regarding love or regarding your own self. Hermit. The Hermit is carrying the light, which is in the lantern. That light is actually the Aquarius star, the star card. I teach y'all that all the time, right? Again, what's in Aquarius? Saturn. So somebody still here is waiting on the wisdom, okay? The clarity, the insight to move forward. Or how can I fix this? How can I take action about this to rectify this? Trying to come up with a mental choice. What type of action should they do? Because they also, or you, don't want to fight. They don't want to argue. They don't want to cause an argument and or fight. Again, regarding the full moon, right? The energy of a full moon is full for a reason. It's full of Five of Wands. During the first part, of each month, things are much lighter. Y'all heard me say that in plenty of videos. Now, you may think, oh, the full moon is done, it's over. No, but this can still be a reading up to the next 30 days. What's happening in the next almost 30 days? Saturn is coming out of Aquarius. So until then, take action on yourself, love yourself, heal yourself, see about your own needs. What is Hermit here is Virgo 6th house. What is Virgo 6th house? Your health. Told y'all that before the Hermit came out, right? Healing your health. Some of you also may need to make a decision about a job. Because you may not, for some of you, may be having a hard time right now about transitioning to another job or finding another job position, because Virgo 6th house is also your work. Okay, so continue to take action, continue to look with the lantern here about any place that you want to move or transfer to, because you're going to have to make a choice for some of you within the next 2 weeks. I don't know what that means for some of you. You'll know what it means individually. Okay. Now, since the Hermit card did come out, 6th house of Virgo is also about delays. And I had just forgot K2 was there. Oh, God. Every time I think the reading almost over, I remember something. They said, don't forget K2 there. Okay. What is K2? Class. No, I'm just playing. It is spirituality. I suppose that's why 9th house of Sag came out. K2 is about you understanding who and what you are supposed to be, do in this lifetime. To actually follow and listen to, if you want to say spirit guides or from within, about who and what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. What is my purpose? That is the energy of K2. Now, again, K2 will be in Virgo until May 25th, 2025. So, again, this is not just an instant reading, okay? So, some of you are still seeking wisdom and insight about what to do, how to take action, about what you're supposed to be doing as a human experience, okay? First house of Aries, as a spiritual being, Hermit, the light. And I give myself as an example, and I know this card is here. I give myself as an example real quick. I know I am a natural entrepreneurial person. I don't want to. I feel confined and conflicted and very reserved about working for companies. I feel like a 8 and 9 of swords type of person. My energy, my first house, I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneurial type of person. So I have a lot of constricted feelings when I have to go and work for somebody else. I do. Now, do I understand and know the Ace of Wands to the Hermit what my spiritual purpose is? Yes, I'm doing it now. But far as my physical first house, I'm still going through a sense of wisdom, insight, and clarity. I use myself as an example so you can break it down to you as an, you know what I'm saying, to understand what I'm trying to say. 9 of Pentacles. Some of y'all, you see the, what is that? The owl there? Some of y'all are going to send out a message. You may feel like you won't, but you will. Exactly. I know. You know what your purpose is, Miss Linda? Well, you good, girl, because, well, most of us should already know what our purpose is. It's naturally what we're good at. For some people, it can be helping people, like teachers and things like that, right? Working with children. Um, Me, as half Aquarius, um, I'm kind of good at a lot of stuff, but I don't want to really pinpoint myself into one thing. I'm good at party planning, event organizations, catering. I love baking. It feels very earth magic to me. Cake decorating. I love interior decorating. So my natural skills, I have a natural knack for a lot of different stuff. So me trying to still pinpoint myself into one business is still very hard for me. So this is why I keep returning Eight of Swords back to the workforce. Can I do this full time? Yeah, a lot of people do it on YouTube full time. But again, using myself as an example so you can understand Hermit First House for you, I'm literally Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, scared to only do this as a living. Now, if I didn't probably have well, not kids, but my last child left, and I'm just living by myself and just depended on my own income, then I probably would take that chance and break out as the Eight of Swords. You see? Yeah, I'm just using excuses now, and I'm rambling. It's so many catering business here and catering stuff as competition in Atlanta. It's ridiculous. But that's still not an excuse either. I know part of my problem is I'm scared of my own success. I've always been like that. Because the other half of me, of Capricorn energy, is that either I can become very obsessive and overwork myself very easily, and also I'm very reserved. So half of me is very eccentric as the Aquarius, the creativity, and then the other half of Capricorn of me is very business mind like. hmm And staying grounded and continuing to do it. Mm. So we got tune in and connect. Whatever. But see, I do hair natural. I do makeup. I bake. I cater. I like to put parties together. All of that stuff, interior decorating, fashion design, fashion consultant. All of that stuff come natural. I pretty much can do anything. I like technology, photographing, computers. So it's kind of like it's hard. I taught myself how to build websites. I taught myself how to create a formula for a lip gloss line. I'm just kind of good at a lot of different stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I need to tune in and connect. Let me hurry up with y'all reading because I don't want to hold y'all on here too long. Non-verbal communication, intuition, and messages. All of it feel good, Miss Linda. I'm very happy doing all of that. And you know, with cooking can get tiresome. It's a um, very tedious and very tiring job to cook. Even with baking, you have to be in the mood to bake because if you not in the mood to be patient enough for baking, it won't turn out right. Mm-mm. It'll stick to the pan, it will be uneven, it will have too much sugar in it, too much salt. So you have to have patience with baking. You have to be in the mood to bake or the product won't come out right. So, okay. So tune in and connect. Like I said, when I seen the Nine of Pentacles with the owl on her hand there, I said that you or somebody will be finally tuning in, okay, to the Ace of Pentacles here through their ancestry, giving them a wake up call like, hey, I'm trying to tune you in to connect. This is why the Hermit is here. And it's going to be, what does this say? Non-verbal communication, intuition. Some of you are already understanding this because the earth magic needs to happen. And earth magic is very non-verbal, right? Yes. Some of you may have some type of charms. I don't know what that could be for some of you. I don't know if somebody gave you a charm for Mother's Day. Maybe some of y'all got like a Pandora bracelet or some type of charm on a necklace. A charm in some type of way can be a intuitive message for some of you. It could be a charm that some of you meet a person that has one, and that can be a sense of connection. But earth magic is here. It's seeming like, you know why? Because I have earth here, because she's on the ground, right? The Ace of Wands is still an action, but it's kind of giving earth to me. These people are on the grass, and then the Ace of Pentacles is up in the air, but it's a pentacle also. And then your earth magic card. It's kind of like, not only does the situation need grounding, but I don't know. I can't explain it. Let me what's at the bottom? It's, look at there. Explore your creative side. Boy, I swear I'm channeling. Visualize, paint, and record. And this person looks like another type of ancestry, tribal, indigo. Let me clarify this stuff before I get too far off, because what time we at? 57. Soulmate. Between the lines, look for what's hidden. So this is what I was talking about 8th house of Scorpio, which is not a grounding house either. It's a transformation house. That if something not working, it needs to, it's giving you a wake up call to end it. Now, I'm not necessarily saying you for everybody, but it can be a situation around you. It also could be a situation around you, like some of you may not know a job may be ending, okay? And you need to do earth magic, which is Ace of Wands. You need to put the work in physically, first house Aries, to do the physical work. Okay, the opportunity Ace of Pentacles will be there, where you can transformation into another job. Okay, and you may need to make a choice of 2 companies or make a choice within a certain deadline. Now, they could have, it could have been fights and arguments at your job, or maybe you got in one with the manager or coworker, or it's just a lot of stuff going on at your particular job, okay, that you don't see that's going on behind the scenes. 5 of Wands. So some of you intuitively, because you do tune in and connect, maybe have been picking up on it, and it's telling you to read between the lines, look for what's hidden. Now, empresses don't look for nothing that's hidden. We sit there and it comes to the light. Okay? Now, some of you may not want to read between the lines and look for what's hidden, because if you are a representation of this 2 of Swords, you got the blindfold on, and you got the blindfold on in the 8 of Swords. So you don't see, or not trying to look for what is hidden. In other words, you're trying not to see it and you're trying to ignore it. Okay, now that also could be regarding your health, since we're talking about Virgo 6th house. For some of you, it could be about your own sense of healing with all these wisdom and hermit and shaman here. Okay, doing what's best for you. If you know you need to get up and do some type of exercise regimen, get up and get it done. You don't have to go to no gym and pay nobody no money. There's plenty of people working out and doing stuff on YouTube for free. You can even start with light brisk walking or some wall Pilates. Make sure you check with your medical provider. But it's something here between the lines that that is hidden. Now, I'll be here all day trying to clarify this stuff. Ace of Cups. This in reverse. I want to start a family with you. In reverse. Now, Nine of Pentacles is here. Most of y'all are single, looking good, smelling good. You are physically fit, or you doing okay with your health. But again, this can be about the health of a relationship. Also, your mental health, which is 8th house of Scorpio. And you also got the 8 of Swords here. Now, I also remind y'all that the Ace of Cups is also loving yourself first. As a continuation, okay, so that you will have love to be unconditional with. Between the lines, look for what is hidden. Sometimes I get too deep into this stuff. I get lost. Why that stuff shooting all the way over there? Okay. SEX, a good time in reverse. Some of you, if you met somebody new and it was all about intimacy, chop it up. It's over. Okay. Don't make a decision whether you want to do it again with this person or not. Don't go searching for the person because you're still looking for them as a lover. That's for some people. With the Hermit card, some of y'all not doing anything anyway. You're going back or will stay celibate and single because you're waiting for an Ace of Cups. Some of you may read and see between the lines that this person may not be actually a family person. They got too much going on, too much conflict, too much inner conflict. Cards are popping out like this. Healing, agonizing pain. No, that's hurting, agonizing pain. I just heard somebody need to check their uterus. Some of you, your uterus can be in agonizing pain. Make sure you don't have a tubal pregnancy. What is this? Legal matters and disputes. Somebody here can be Libra. Somebody can also be hurting due to maybe child support, alimony, or this is something that will be coming up. That's the last card. What's at the bottom? Finances, mind on the money. Safety and comfort. Again, some of you may need to take time out for reflection. Or this is what is already happening between you and this person. Even if you're together right now, okay, as a relationship, some of you, it's about the level of how you feel comfortable around this person. And some of you have not been feeling very well. Okay, so this is what is also helping you to make a decision, that you're reading between the lines. Okay, they may be a soulmate, but that don't mean you have to be with them. Some of you may have some legal disputes. What do you want? Somebody here asking, sometimes they wonder if you care And, words do hurt. Somebody here may be leaving, or they left because you told them to. So some of you may wait before you take legal action. So they could be starting divorce or separation papers, and or maybe selling a home. Because legal disputes can be anything. It can be disputes over a car. It can be car accident, legal issues. It can be on the job, injury. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing racism at work. And this is where a lot of the conflicts and arguments and stuff like that is coming from, because you don't feel safe or comfortable at work. This also can be medical liability here. And for some of you, it can be marriage, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. That's one of the red cards that I was telling you I kept seeing when shuffling. I kept seeing the word no in red, and this one, you are wrong. Look, I'm just putting these messages out, and y'all gonna have to figure some of this out, because now I'm getting confused. It's not that I'm pulling too many cards. I feel somebody here is confused. That's what the problem is. I dream about you a lot. LOL, too much. Time to ground yourself first. So this is what I was talking about grounding. But it's in reverse. Love me. So if your message is here, you've seen it, it popped out. Intuitively, it's going to make sense to you. Somebody do wonder if you even care. And they're trying to make sure that they're not using or will use hurtful words. You may have been speaking out of turn when you say, well, I don't care if you leave, or I will just stay single. Nine of Pentacles. This also could have been how somebody was intuitively tuning in to your energy, where you just rather remain single and you don't really want love, relationship, or either to stay together. Okay, they can dream about you and think about you, or maybe you are still for them. But it's about the level of feeling safe and comfortable, though. Some of you may want a love relationship to make you feel more comfortable and safe, because some of you could be living alone as the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know what this is for you, but somebody is very adamant on saying that you are wrong. I don't know about them. Or how they're thinking. But again, going back to this card, tune in and connect. Non-verbal communication. Nobody can all the time pick up on non-verbal communication. Somebody needs to speak. Somebody needs to speak up. Okay, all this, they could have been already be doing this non-verbal communication, right? Maybe trying to do certain actions, but not saying it. That's not really tuning in and connecting a sense of groundedness, putting it to the ground so that it can actually work. You can't do nothing with stuff up in the air. And it also can be mental. I can't do nothing with everything up in your mind. You have to put action to it. You have to ground it. That's why I kept saying I see all this green here, which is the earth magic. It needs to turn into earth magic. Come out of the head, come out of the stress, come out of the overthinking, and do it. Earth magic. Intuition and messages. Somebody here also could be telepathically or teleporting into your dreams. Can't do nothing with that either, because we're still in this realm, earth magic. So all the teleporting and telepathic and all that stuff, Okay, I'll teleport and telepathic with you on the other realm, but I can't do nothing over there. I'm in the physical first house. I'm in the physical world over here. So earth magic, you need to put something into action here. You understand? So for the people who got it, y'all got it. If you kind of got lost, then my channel probably to still advance for you. You can check out my other channel, Yes or No Tarot LLC. I haven't put anything out lately over there. But this channel you have to be to a certain intuitive level to understand my readings. Okay, but if you're willing to learn the Hermit, I'm here to continue to teach you. I'm not judging you. If you have questions, not about relationships, but if you ever have questions about your intuitive sense, then I'll be here for that. Okay, but not to ask free questions about what your person gonna do and do they love you and all that, because we're over that stage here. For people who understand that, understand that. Yes, we mostly are a lot in the hermit, in the shaman stage for this channel. We're a lot in the emperor and the empress energy already for this channel. And you can look at different people's channel on YouTube and tell, as a reader, as an intuitive mediator, what level they are, okay, about how they do interpret the messages. Same cards that I use, a lot of people going to see stuff differently. But far as me, as a channeler, my messages come out different than a lot of people. Another thing is too, my mind started getting a little foggy. So somebody here is so much in this Eight of Swords, Four of Swords, still taking stuff slow. Then I kept saying about the Nine of Swords. See, there it go. Still in their feelings and emotions, feeling hurt and wounded. Hierophant in reverse. No change in their belief system. So this person is not about earth magic right now. They're still in their head. They're not tuning in and connecting on what is being spiritually guided to them. Now, everybody's don't believe in spirituality. Some people don't even believe in religion. People have different religions. But everybody has one common thing. Does anybody know what that is? Anybody can type it in the message. Does anybody know what we all have as one common denominator? Regardless of different religion and whether people understand their spirituality. What do we all have? The same thing that's in common. Anybody can type it up. Yeah, that's right, Miss Linda, but I was looking for one more other word. Nobody knows? Intuition. Right, spiritual. But some people may, because what we do here is more of a spirituality versus religion. Religion is going to be people who go by certain traditions, principles, directions. They believe, they have to go word by word on a certain scripture or book or prophecy according to their different religions of what they choose to follow and to believe in, the Hierophant. Okay? So that can be from anything from the Book of Enoch to the Quran to the Jewish community. That's why we also have different type of pastors, preachers, rabbis, popes. You understand? All of that is the Hierophant energy. Okay? Some people don't want to do that or believe in that anymore. Some people just rather rely on a sense of spirituality where that they have no certain type of religious denomination. You understand? This is almost what this is. Now, you could still have spirituality and still believe in source. That's me. That may be you too. But somebody here don't have no belief in nothing. And they're definitely don't listen to their intuition. Now, our intuition is first house, which is built into everybody. Everybody has intuition, but a lot of people don't even follow that. You get what I'm saying? This is why this card is here, about tuning in and connecting. Somebody don't want to tune in and connect to their own intuition. They rather stay up in their head and continue to fight themselves, fight the situation, and fight other people, but mostly fighting their self. They're fighting their self because they won't tune in and connect with their own intuition about what is spiritually being guided and handed to them. You see that where it says philosophy and laws? Now, this may not be you, it could be your person, where that they allow a lot of laws and different philosophies to interrupt them spiritually being guided, okay, to better situations and better opportunities. And you may be one of them as an Ace of Cups. Spiritual values. Like I told you, 9th house of Sagittarius is spiritually being guided. Tune in and connect, okay, to your intuition. Some people allow their self to just only be spiritually guided and listen to their intuition. You got some people that only go by the book of their religion. And there's nothing wrong with that. Most of us have been conditioned to do that. Remember that most of the religions are man-made. They were created by man. You can Google that and all the pictures of the people going to come up. That they created philosophy and laws to most of the different religions. And then we was all separated and categorized into which one or our family as traditions that we're going to stay up under and follow and believe. The Hierophant. But somebody here is not relying on that. They're not listening to that. And they're not also listening to their intuition. So, and that can be a scary intervention. Okay, if somebody don't even listen to their own intuition, but they rather continue to stress themselves and keep thinking about it over and over again, where it's affecting their health, it's causing stress, anxiety, they can't sleep, all over. They don't want to listen to what their gut instinct is telling them. As simple as that. Now, that may come easier than some to most people. But again, that's the only one of the most things that we all have in common. It's intuition. And we use our intuition every day. You use your intuition also with regular knowledge, right? When we decide to cross the street, we may use logic to look back and forth, right? Make sure nothing is coming before we cross the street. But still, again, our gut instinct and our intuition tell us to look a couple more times before we step out into the street. Or your intuition may stop you all of a sudden and say, don't step out there. And then you step back. Some people, they don't do that, right? Some people don't even look. This lady almost got hit yesterday down by my job. She just walked right into the street like everybody is just going to stop and do all this just to get some food, I guess, from what she ordered. And she almost got hit by a, you know how they have those black Suburbans and stuff for people who be doing like Uber or Lyft or something like that. And they got like the black trucks that you can order. So somebody had like a black Cadillac truck or a black Suburban. And she was literally this close from getting hit because he wasn't in a high speed turning the corner, which a lot of those people do. That's the only reason that she was not hit. And I was standing right there. Some people don't listen to their intuition because I know her intuition told her, look before you walk out there. But some people just do some people just don't tune in and connect. They don't. So if you have, for some of you, a person like that you're in love with, that you're dating, and they're just not listening to their intuition, this is why they're going through this wake-up call. Now, I can't give you a timing on that because that's going to be different for everybody, you know. Some people don't never come into their connectedness. And it can be why they have a lot of issues in life just by lacking of listening to their intuition. It was given to us for a reason. Yes. I use my intuition everything about jobs I pick, opportunities I go after. I listen to my intuition before I listen to people giving me instructions. You understand what I mean? So whoever this is or whatever this situation is, somebody is refusing to listen to their spirit guide, source, intuition, earth magic, whatever you want to call it. They're refusing to go with the flow of that because they rather mentally stress and worry because they can't make up a decision themselves mentally. Now, again, this can play out for a while. It could be up until the end of June when some of that mental stress will be relieved because Saturn will be in retrograde. That's about the only thing that I can tell you because we did have the Two of Swords. So somebody is still going to sit on that cement bench probably until the end of June. Okay, and things for some of you can start to a decision, being more tuned in and connectedness can happen between June and November for whatever situation you're going through. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Miss Linda, Reese, everybody, Miss Amanda, CVH, if she's still there. Miss Hawkins, Miss Amanda. I appreciate y'all. Didn't mean to hold y'all too long, but I want to make sure I tried to clarify as much as I could about the reading. I will be back tomorrow. Maybe the maybe the energy won't be so heavy, and maybe it'll be a quicker reading. Okay. I just try and read what comes out to the best of my ability so y'all can get it and understand it. And hopefully it'll be different tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, Miss Linda.